Good day, ma'am. My name is Emily Doliantes and I'm going to discuss about Pearson or correlations. But before I proceed, I would like all of you to encourage. It says, if you can, if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you are right. So it means that if you think you cannot do it without trying it, it's still useless. So that's why I encourage all of you to try and join with me to solve the problem and listen to me. So before I proceed in the introduction of Pearson or correlation, I would like you to show the objectives of my presentation. So first is discuss Pearson R. So second is solve the problem, the value of R. Then determine the strength of relationship of R. And the last is explain the importance of Pearson R. So first, what is Pearson R? Is it the most method to use for numerical variables? So Pearson R is the most common method to use for numerical variables, which means that this is under quantitative research, under correlational analysis. If your research is one of correlational analysis, one thing that you're gonna use is Pearson R. And second is, it is a measurement of strength of the linear relationship between two variables. So it means this tool will be able to help you to determine the significance relationship of the two variables, and you are going to determine if one variables affect the other variables. Next is, the correlational coefficient takes a values ranging between -1 and +1. That means your answer is only -1 or +1 only. If you go beyond 1, it means your answer is wrong. And there are types of correlation. First is the positive correlation. When we say positive correlation, which means as one variable increases, the other one also increases. For example, one of the good example of researchers that I read in Google, it was found out that the performance of teacher affect the academic performance of a student. So it means that if the teacher is good in teaching, possible that the student can get a good or high academic performance. It depends how the teacher teach his students or her students. Second is negative correlation. When we say negative correlation, is an opposite in positive correlation. If the one variable decreases, the other one decreases. On the other hand, if one variable decreases, the other one increases. And the last is no correlation. It means that the two variables doesn't affect each other. So there are types of correlation, which is positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. So now, here is the formula for Pearson or correlation. So we're going to solve a problem, and I'm going to present to you a video how to solve this formula. And I give you an example as a guide. Here is the example to help you easily solve the problem. Fill in the blank. So we already had this formula, which is the formula of Pearson R correlation. So the only thing that we need to do is answer this problem. So we already had an example to find out the answer. Each of these we are given to solve the problem. There are only 4 steps in order to solve this value of R. So how? So you just follow the steps to get the right answers. So I'm going to tell you what are the steps that we're going to do to solve this problem. So first is to get the value of xy. This xy is, you need to multiply the value of x and y. To get the xy, we need to multiply this x and y. Okay? So To get this the xy, we need to multiply this 2. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. So our xy in the first column, first number is 20 and follow the other numbers. So 4 times 4, 16, 5 times 5, 25, 5 times 5, 25, and 5 times 5, 25. So we already had the answer of our xy. So the next step, to get the value of x squared is we need to multiply the value of x by itself. So means we multiply by itself. So 4 times 4, so the answer is 16. 4 times 4, 16. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 5, 25. Okay, to clear it, again to find the value of x squared, we need to multiply by itself. So 4 times 4 is equal to 16, 4 times 4 is equal to 16, 5 times 5 equals to 25, and 5 times 5 is equal to 25. And the same as the last number, which is 5 times 5 is equal to 25. We already get the value of xy and x squared. So we move on to the x in a y squared. To find the value of y squared, we need to multiply the value of y squared by itself. So 5 times 5, our y here, value of y here is the customer satisfaction, and our value of x here is service quantity. So to get the value of y squared, we need to multiply by itself, the same in value of x. So 5 times 5 is equal to 25. 4 times 4 is equal to 16. 5 times 5 is 25. Same in the fourth number. And the last number, 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So as you can see, we already get the all value in the table. So we proceed now to get the summation of x. How to get the summation of x? Only thing that we need to do is add this. All this number we need to add this. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 5, 18 plus 5, 23. So our summation of x is 23. So in our customer satisfaction, in our value of y, you see, we need to do is the same that we did here. So add all the numbers. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 4, 14 plus 5, 19 plus 5, 24. So our summation of x is 24. So same here, here, and here. Okay, then so in the summation of x, y, we only add all the numbers. These all numbers, 20 plus 16 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. The answer is 116. Our summation of x and y, summation of x, y is 111. Okay, 111. Am I right? To know that you can also solve it by yourself. Okay, so same in x squared. To get the summation of x squared, we need to add all of this. So the answer of this is 16 plus 16 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 107. Okay, so same here, 25 plus 16 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 116. So the value of our x, and summation of x is 23, summation of y is equal to 24, and summation of x and y is equal to 111, and summation of x squared is 107, and summation of y squared is 116. So we already got the answer in this table. So the next steps is we need to substitute the value on the given formula. We already had a formula in Pearson and correlation. So all we need to do is substitute all the values on the given formula. So our x there is, we need to change it because we already had a value for each of them. If you still remember what did I said, we already got all the value of this formula. So this one is the formula of Pearson R. We're going to find out what is the value of R. So since we already got the value all of this, so we're going to substitute the value on the given formula. So 5 times 11. So since our summation of x and y is 11, and the summation of x is 23, and summation of y is 24, so we're going to put all of the values here. So first steps that we need to get the value of r is we're going to multiply all the numbers here. Okay, 5 times 111 minus 23 times 24, and 5 multiplied by 107, and 23 multiplied by itself, and the other one is 5 multiplied by 116 minus 24 multiplied by itself. So we're going to multiply it. Okay? Remember, first step, we need to multiply all the numbers here, okay, to get the value of r. So since 5 times 111 is equal to 555 minus 23 times 24, which is, these are the summation of x and summation of y. So 23 times 24. So the answer is 552 over square root of. So 5 times 107. So 5 times 107 is 535. Minus 23 times by itself, 552. So 5 times 116, 580. Minus 24 times by itself, so 576. Since we already multiplied all of the number above, so we're going to, the second step is we're going to subtract it. Okay? 555 minus 552 is equal to r is equal to, so 3. Obviously 3 over. So 535 minus 52. The answer is the square root of 6. Sorry, so I mean 23 times by itself is, the answer is back to the topic. So 525 minus 529 is equal 6. So 580 minus 576 equals 4. The third step is we're going to multiply the denominator. Remember, this is the denominator. So we're going to multiply it. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So bring down the 3, the numerator, then the square root of 24. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So we already get this is not the final answer, okay? This is not the final answer. So we're going to find out what is the square root of 24. So I tried to solve it in my scientific calculator. So the answer that I get is the square root of 24 is 4.898979. So it means that I'm going to put it here. Bring down still the 3, the numerator. Then 4.898979. So this is the last steps, okay? We're going to divide it. 3 divided by 4.8979. So the answer of this is 3 divided by 4.898979 is 0.612. 612. So this is the equivalent. This is the value of R. So now the value of R is 0.612. So the question is, what correlation belongs this 0.612? So we're going to determine the strength of our values to find out where this belongs. Okay? So we're going to determine the strength of the R value. Since we get the value of R, so we're going to determine the strength of the relationship of it. So if R is less than 0.30, it means none or very weak relationship. They are none or they are very weak relationship to each other. And if 0.30 is greater than R, then less than 0.50, it means they have weak relationship to each other. And if 0.50 is greater than R and less than 0.70, it means they are moderate relationship. But if R is greater than 0.70, it means strong relationship. So we already get the value of R, which is R is equal to 0.612. What do you think the relationships of it? So the answer is moderate correlation. It means that there are 0.6102 correlation per Pearson R correlation.